I am super excited right now because it's official. I'm looking at the page right now, but it's official. I'm going to Bali, and you're invited. Hey guys, Sidney here. So I made a video a while ago talking about this trip that I'm doing with my friends at Trova Trip. And the idea behind it was creating this really cool, unique filmmaking travel workshop in some destination around the world. Now, the cool thing was that you got to help design what that trip was. Was it Iceland? Was it Banff? Was it Kentucky? Well, the votes were in and the top choice was Bali. Freaking Bali. So excited. Now, I've never been to Bali before, but from what I've seen on Instagram and YouTube, it just looks stunning. And so not only am I excited to explore Bali and just see what that place has to offer, but it's gonna be a really cool chance for me to connect with you guys, to teach filmmaking, talk about YouTube, talk camera gear, and just hang out and travel. So if you're interested and you wanna go on this trip to Bali with me, learn YouTube, filmmaking, storytelling, talk camera gear, and just hang out, then you gotta click the link in the description below. It'll take you to a travel page that'll explain all the details, the itinerary, with the things that you get to do, like okay, over here. So it's gonna be an 8-day trip, and we're gonna do cool things like go to a hot spring, go manta ray snorkeling, we're gonna just explore and hike throughout Bali. We're gonna partake in a traditional Balinese cooking class, and then I'm gonna do several workshops about filmmaking, the craft of storytelling, YouTube growth hacks, all while capturing amazing content for yourselves. And that's the seller right there. You get to go home creating beautiful content in Bali to build your personal business and brand. How cool is it to tell your story in a place like Bali and then learn how to become a better storyteller and learn how to grow on YouTube and just hang out with me and just eat Balinese food all day long? Oh man, I'll be eating the whole time. I don't know if I want to teach. Snorkeling with manta rays and eating. That's all I want to do. But I am really excited about this because you get to create content for yourselves and I get to help you do that. And I love that. And also the food and the snorkeling, but mostly the food. Either way, I'm excited to travel with you and I hope you join me. Now, there's gonna be a maximum of 20 spots to be filled. We're not gonna take any more than that, but there is an early bird rate for the first 8 people to sign up. And so if you wanna go on this trip with me and save a little bit of money, then definitely be one of the first to sign up and go on this trip with me to Bali. All right, well, now that's out the way, let's answer your questions. Okay, first question is from Cody. What is the process you take to plan your video shots, especially when you're not sure exactly what you're going to do, see experience on a trip? Do you have a certain camera, movement, transitions in mind before you even arrive? That's a really good question. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. Like say that I'm working for a client and I need to produce content, say on a Colorado trip. I have an idea of what the video would be or what the content would be about, but I don't really plan it thoroughly because I want to anticipate just the unexpected. But I've learned to just really go with the flow because when you travel, whether you're doing it for yourself or for a client, the unexpected always happens, like always. I mean, you could be going down, a certain route because there's a certain spot that you want to take photos or videos at, but then the road closes and now you have to figure out another way to get around to your destination and then you become frustrated and you start throwing food in the car and people are like, what are you doing wasting all that food? Get out of here. Go take a hike, Sid. Get out of here. I'm not saying that because that happened. All I'm saying is that plan, but also plan for the unexpected. Okay, next question. All right, next question. Is it possible as a filmmaker to not overpack? I don't. I would rather overpack than underpack. Let's just say that. Next question is from Benz. Benz asks gear or type of gear that you can refer to anyone at any time. That's a very generic question, and so we're gonna skip that. Try better, Benz. Do you prefer using a full frame camera when creating content, traveling, or APS-C? I don't know. I mean, there's advantages to shooting in full frame, obviously, but there are advantages to shooting in APS-C as well. Like recently I went to camera camp, and as much as I love shooting with the A7 III and A7R4, I really love shooting with the Sony a6600. Like that was so much fun to film. And some of my best shots came from that tiny APS-C camera body. And so it all depends, but you shouldn't predicate your footage based on the camera. It should always be predicated on what you can offer as a filmmaker. Gear will always come second. I've said this before, but it's not a matter of what a camera can do for you. Rather, it's what you can do with a camera that really matters. And so next question, what company did you use for liability insurance for your gear as well as on location projects? Insurance? Next question, how do you deal with your fear and anxieties that flood your mind before you film the project or go to edit it? Also, have a great day. Aw. That fear and anxiety happens every single time I make a video. Like I had a little flare up just hitting the record button because I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know how long I'd be filming. I don't know how often I'd mess up, and I do mess up a lot. Hence the jump cuts, jump cuts, jump cuts, jump cut, jump to jump cuts. But you just got to do what Sean Cannell says and just punch fear in the face. You just got to get over it. Just hit that record button and just try something. And if you mess up, you learn something and you get better. And the more you practice filming yourself or filming something, the better you're going to get at it. Essentially, you're just practicing. And so just keep at it and punch fear in the face. But not babies. Let's see. Julianne asks, I'm going on a business trip to Seattle with a lot of gear. C100. Ooh, nice camera. I was wondering, how do you carry all that gear on an airplane? Better yet, in an airport? Ooh, that is a good question. Well, backpacks are like the way to go. Now you can get something like a, see now if you look over here, I have a backpack wall, got a bunch of backpacks to choose from. Let's see, what do I recommend for a C100? Ooh, I know, hold on. Okay, this has been like my go-to backpack for years. Probably my most reliable backpack ever, and that's the Think Tank Airport Essentials backpack. And essentially, well, really this backpack was designed for airports, hence the name Airport Essentials, because this can fit on any airplane overhead bin and underneath the seat. No matter what size plane, it will fit in any of them. And so what's cool about this bag is that it's you can customize it however you want. So you can place your C100 over here. I know it's a little bit thicker, and so you can move this divider off to the side over here to accommodate the size of a C100. Your lenses here, your mic here, whatever it is. And so this is something I would probably carry. I'd probably put like your tripods in your suitcase, especially the ones that kind of condense down. But I would highly recommend carrying your main gear in a backpack, especially the backpack that you'll be bringing onto the plane. I would never check your main gear in. Like I would probably check in like tripods and other things that would be fine if they were damaged a little bit, but nothing like lenses or camera bodies, lights. I don't know, that's kind of a 50-50 thing, but like the main gear that you need, your camera body, your lenses, maybe even a mic, I would always keep in a backpack. So anyway, hopefully that answers your question. Okay, next question. What countries would you like to visit and why? Well, I would like to go to Bali. There's that. I would also love to go to Australia. That's a continent, not a country. I still haven't been to Iceland. I mean, I've been there through passing, but not to explore. I wanna explore more of Italy for sure. I love Italy. Probably my favorite place of all time right now. I really want to check out the Amalfi Coast. Like, bad. Like that place looks beautiful. So, Italy. Oh, okay. That's enough questions. All right, guys, well, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you so much for sending in your questions about filmmaking and travel. Hopefully, these answers will help you on your journey. Again, Bali, I'm super excited about that. I invite you to come with me. It's going to be amazing. 20 spots maximum, sign up. And if you want to take advantage of that early bird discount, then definitely be one of the first 8 people to sign up. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me on this channel. Thank you for... Oh my gosh. What is life? What is life? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Oh gosh, what is life? What is life? Oh, well, thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up if you like this video. Comment below if you have any other questions about filmmaking, travel, or I don't know, just life in general. The more personal you are, the deeper it gets. Really, whatever you want, but I just want to say I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being a part of this amazing community where we get to learn together how to become better storytellers together. And so I just want to say I appreciate you. All right, guys, cheers. And until the next video, peace. I just did a bro fist. Who does? I don't. Am I pubes?